This is a really simple video about how to use a terminal. So the way to open a terminal that I like to do is hitting Command spacebar. You just start typing the word terminal and hit enter. That pulled it up in some separate desktop. One other way to open a terminal is just if you have the terminal application already in your desktop, you can right-click it and hit New Window. So this is what a terminal looks like. Yours probably looks slightly different. It'll be some other setup you can do to customize how this looks. But this is a terminal, and it takes commands like ls. You type commands, hit enter, and then the terminal shows you the output of your command. And what the ls command does is it lists what is in the current folder that you're in your terminal. So the next command to learn is cd. We're going to use that to go inside of the desktop. And then if we use ls again, what we see is the same folders that I can have visibly here on my desktop if I'm working visually, but I can also list them out here in my terminal. The terminal is really, really useful for more important tasks than just listing files, but it's also really nice to be able to both use your computer normally and do normal things in your terminal, like just inspecting what's inside this folder. So the other thing that we can do with cd is not just going into folders, but leaving folders, just to show we're back here where we started. So these are the two most basic commands for navigating a terminal, is cd and ls. Let's go back into the desktop and let's go into files. Okay, we have some files here. Let's check out what is in letters. So two new skills to learn here. One is that if you're doing anything at all, you can start typing a file and hit tab to fill in the rest of that file name. So if I want to use the cat command, I'll explain what that is in a moment, on letters.txt, I can just start typing the characters in the file name and hit tab to autocomplete. Then what the cat command does is just read you a file. So these three commands that we've used so far are enough to pretty much navigate an entire computer. cd for moving in and out of folders, ls for listing what's in a current folder, and cat for reading what is in a file. But if I do this, I would get some error because I'm not actually using this command correctly, so this is an error message. I can also keep hitting enter if I want to just push everything up off the screen, but that's kind of ugly and cluttered and unnecessary because we have a command called clear. So that's probably all the commands that we need to cover for the terminal for this first video. Some other useful things for you to know is that you can open as many terminals as you want with the command N. You can also open new tabs. So here we were in the files folder, here we're still in the files folder, but here we've navigated up to the desktop. So each different terminal is like a different window into your computer's file system. Yeah, it can get a bit cluttered, so people don't really often need so many terminals open at once, but it can sometimes be nice to just know that if you're working on something but you need to use a terminal for something else, you can just open up a new one if you like. So I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Terminals are something that are super, super basic. People have been using them for decades, but they're a bit intimidating. So really, I hope that this video helps you feel a little bit more comfortable with some of the basics. Thanks for watching.